and welcome back to the High Heels and Tea podcast. I'm Crystal Lee.
This is Rihanna.
And yeah, today we joined by a boss babe, Kyra. Hey, girl.
Hey, I'm Kyra from Kyra's Closet over at 6400 West Main.
Plug it.
3C.
She getting straight into it.
Period. In Belleville, Illinois.
She is getting straight into it. So today we asked Kyra to join us to talk about this boss babe topic. It's going to be real dope. Mm-hmm. We're hoping to inspire some of you aspiring entrepreneurs in business. And the topic is going to be about life-changing habits for women in business. Okay? So let's get into it. Number one, I want to first ask, let's start with you. Mm-hmm. What makes you feel like you aren't being productive? Like, how do you measure that? Like, I don't feel like I'm being productive.
I think, honestly, sometimes I think I'm too hard on myself about productivity because of all of the things that I do. I think that I'm not being productive when I'm not getting something done that I know that I need to get done. It's like I could be doing this, and that, and I could have this, and that on my list, but then I'm like, you ain't do that. You ain't take care of this.
Like 10 days later, you still ain't do
exactly. Like, you ain't take care of this. So it's just like, I feel like if I'm kind of just try to keep myself in a whole loop of things, like, for example, you're over there, you have your white dry erase board. I have a dry erase board on my bathroom door in the morning. It's the place that I call my office. So when I wake up in the morning, I see this, and that, and I'm like, okay, I have to at least knock this off of this from this week. So it's like, if I don't do that, I feel like I'm not getting something done. Okay. How about you?
So for me, I'm with you. It got to be one of those tasks that's been like hanging around for too long and should have had it done. I like to kind of keep myself together with progressing, you know what I'm saying, with things I try to do. Like you said, I got my dry erase board, my erase board mobile. So that's why I was in the family room. It go to the sitting room. It might be in the bathroom with me. Go to my office. It might be in the bedroom on my bed. Go everywhere with me. But I know I'm not being productive when there's something like, for instance, doing this podcast episode, and it's just like, all right, I need to contact everybody. It's Saturday. How come people don't know where they going? You know what I'm saying? What they talking about? That's it. That's it. Let me sit still no matter what else I got going on. You know, knock it out. So that's how I know I'm being productive. When tasks lag, they leaning on too long, going on too long.
Fruit. It's low-hanging fruit.
But let me ask you this question. I got a tip about that. Let me ask you, what you think, girl?
When I'm not being productive, I feel like my organization is off. Like, everything is out of place. It's out of whack. I'm running late. I'm just not in order. I need a dry erase board, but I have my notes in my phone because I always have my phone. And I pretty much go off my notes off my phone.
Okay. So something that I learned real quick. We all like do multiple things, right? So something that I learned to be productive and being able to, like, not necessarily multitask, but to being productive, you have to knock out the easier things first. So usually it's the easier things that get us more than the harder things, because the hardest things is always on our minds, but it'd be them smaller steps, some smaller tasks, and we'd be like, I'm gonna get to that, And before you know it, you ain't get to it, and it become a bigger thing. Okay. All right, so let me ask you this question. What about when you're struggling to reach your goals?
I'm like Kyra. I'm thrown off. I don't know. I think I reach out. I may reach out to you. I reach out to people that motivate me to kind of get me back on an alignment. I pray for sure to just ask God to send me what I need or fill me up with what I'm missing because I'm not in alignment. I'm not where I'm supposed to be, or I need to talk to you or somebody that helps to motivate me to get me, like, tell me, put me in my place. Tell me, well, you need to do this, and that because you ain't doing this, and that. And I think that plays a really big part because sometimes you need to be checked. You need to get a reality check. You need somebody to remind you of the things that you know that you have to do or should be doing. So I think that's where I go with it.
You, girl?
Goals. That's a big thing for me. I'm actually struggling with that right now. With my goals, I can't hit my goal. I try to do things different way. Because I sell clothes, my goal is to have a certain amount of pieces out to make a certain amount. So if I don't hit that goal, okay, just from posting pictures of my models, I'm going to go back to my shop. I'm going to lay those pieces out and style it as if it's an outfit. And I'm going to try it that way. So I'm going to keep trying things a different way until that one just hit. And boom, I got to sell off of that.
Pivoting. Go, just, you got to know how
Change
to pivot.
your mindset. Do something different.
Yeah. I like that. So, all right, y'all, let's get into the topics. I had to just kind of icebreak everybody with some of them little general questions. So let's get into the topic, which is about this life-changing thing, right? My first question about this is, why do you think habits are so hard to quit?
I'm gonna let Kyra answer that.
What do you think, like, first off, let's do this. What is a habit that you had to stop, and was it hard? If so, why do you think so?
In business or in life?
Either or. If you got more than one. Sometimes them personal habits help us with our business lives. So
one of my habits was to stop posting personal things on Facebook.
Okay. That's a good habit. That's a good habit to break. Okay.
Yes. Another habit, comparing myself to other boutiques. Like, I noticed that some, like, they done blew up. They've been in the game maybe 5 years. And I'm like, you're not. Why I'm not viral yet? Why I'm not here yet? Like, why do I have to work so hard? And these people could just post. They could take a stock picture and post, and they can, boom, be sold out. But me, I have to work hard. I have to do a shoot. I have to post certain times of the day. You know, like, that became like a habit. Like, they're not you, and you don't know what they did behind closed doors to get where they're at right now.
So stop comparing, and stop posting so much personal things.
Yeah.
How does that help you now? Like, was it hard first off?
The personal things, yes, because I'm the type of person, if I get angry, I want to vent. So now, if I feel like I feel that way, boom, deactivate. I'm deactivating because.
But why was social media, like,
I don't know,
your go-to? Like, what about it was? Is it?
It needs to be writing it down, but instead it's just like
it's available.
Yeah, it's available. You can talk to a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that was, and then being in business and personal don't mix because everybody looking at you crazy. But it's like
you're human.
Yeah, we're human. But not only that, it's like I got 2 different pages. But even though I have 2 different pages, people still put those 2 together.
I'm not gonna lie. I'll be honest with you. It's things that I probably have seen, like someone that has a business post or talk about, and it's just like,
I'm not gonna shop with them.
Because it kind of almost feel like it's like got something to do with your personality. But that's like, I don't use the word habit for that, but that's something that I try to just discipline myself about. Like, I do understand we humans, we all different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even want to like hold certain things against you, unless it's like obvious, like you being messy. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot of
those. If you being messy and I can't take it, I'm like, I don't want to associate myself with that person. You know what I'm saying? But we human, you know what I mean? We all go through things, and you know, regardless of whatever it is, you might be like, post this, and then when you post it, you don't realize, you talking about something, I've been working 9 years, my shit ain't going viral, I'm buzzing my butt, but when you post something crazy about your personal life,
everything
blow up,
you
shares,
like, you know what I'm saying?
They like, did y'all see Kyra? Y'all know that one girl?
Screenshot.
Kyra's crazy. Girl, look what she said. She's doing so. It's like, come on now. But y'all ain't screenshot these clothes and outfits that I put out for my new arrival.
Meanwhile, my personal page is deactivated.
You think that's how you get your self-discipline.
That's good. That's a good approach. What about comparison?
I just do what I have to do. I stay in my lane. You know,
focus on yourself.
Yeah, what works for somebody might not work for me. What works for me might not work for them.
Vice versa. And we all just need that one play. Like, sometimes people find that one play, you know, sooner, easier, or whatever may have you. But whatever trials and tribulations, whatever your journey is always meant for you to go through your journey.
Yes.
To get that one play, hit it, and boom. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. That'll
Yeah,
help.
that's
What
true.
about you, girl? What's a habit that you had to quit?
It's a habit that I'm struggling with.
All
I
right.
wouldn't say that I've quit 100%.
Okay.
It's consistency. And you honestly has helped me a lot in that as far as making things intentional.
Right.
Believing in yourself as well as just doing it. Just doing what's best for you to move along and to strive and to do better. And I'm with Kyra as far as like, I've been in the game. I've been selling shoes since 2013. How this? She just started selling shoes yesterday. Where did this come from? But it's just, it is like that. And sometimes it is hard to compare yourself because it's like, dang, how did you boom? But then you have to think about it. 2013 was a long time ago. So therefore, all of these, everything that they have, these social media platforms, these reels, these people making money off reels, these all of this is new. So if you jumping into the game, starting off doing all of this, of course you're going to get more following. Of course you're going to
more
get
traction,
more likes,
all
more
of that.
traction, because you're just starting off.
Yeah.
I'm jumping on the boat of all of these
the new way of doing
things. When I've been, baby, I've been hustling. I've been outside.
Yeah.
Starting from the beginning, from the bottom, giving people flyers, posting flyers in the schnooks and going to the grocery stores and talking to people and heading out. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting in footwork, and it's just like, it's kind of hard to do that as well. But my thing is, I say consistency. Like, I want to work hard on staying consistent on what I believe in and what I want to do in my focus. And I feel like the more I do that, as well as making things intentional, I'm seeing much more traction. I'm seeing much more just awarding. I'm being awarded more by just staying in my lane, by making sure that, hey, this is my area. I can't be nobody else but who I am. I can't do nothing else but what I know how to do. So that's what I'm working on. I wouldn't say that I've overcame it yet.
Okay. Yeah. But you are unique.
Yeah, I am in my brain. And I have OCD. So it'll be like,
I wish I have ADHD.
I have an adult version of that. But I have that
so
too.
it'd be like, I have my dry erase board and I have all of these things written down that I need to do, that I know I want to do. But then I be doing this one thing and all of a sudden I just stop doing it and I do something else. And it's like,
that's what I do all the time.
You know what I learned? It's almost, do you do it to multitask or like short attention span? What is it?
I don't know. I do. I think it's a little bit of both, because it's like I could be at work, I could be on Curium's time, and I be doing everybody's job. I be doing Curium job for 10 minutes. I turn around and pull up Unique Girl Chic page and do some inventory. I turn around and post a video of High Heels and Tea. I turn around and be like, oh, I gotta call these people for this demolition job. It's everything in my brain, and it should be like, focus. And so what I started doing is I started blocking out time. Like in my job, I put on my calendar at work, I'll be like, from 1 to 3:30, I'm gonna do Curium work. I'm gonna actually do my job, and then from 3:30,
send an email in the morning and do something at 3.
Or I know I got a meeting at 10:30. So from 10:30 to 11:30, this is this. But after I get done with this meeting, I'm about to do something else. Or today, it's a Monday. It's a promote for High Heels and Tea Day. Hey, can you send me the video? So it's my brain. I don't know why it does that, but it just be like an overdrive. Like my cousin came over my house the other day, and he was like, he just sat on the couch. He was like, you doing 13 things at one time. I'm helping Malachi with his algebra homework. I'm folding clothes. I'm cooking dinner. I'm doing all of these 3 things all at the same time. I'm like, what problem you on? Read me that problem. Hold on.
So, something that I learned, because I was doing that, but from a multitasking standpoint, and wasn't really trying to multitask, but like you said, there's just so many things that you got to do in one day, and it's just, you think you're multitasking because you're able to do something towards something each day. But it's like, let's say you got like these glasses, right? And let's say you drop a penny here, 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 you drop a penny, you're just dropping pennies every day. They're never getting full, right? But every day you're constantly putting something in it. But if you sit still, just fill this one up, cool, that's done. Let's go to the next glass. Let's fill this one up, that's done. let's go to the next, right? But the way that the person described it was about in buckets, like you got 10 buckets, for instance, drop pennies in 10 buckets. So that's what you think about when you call yourself like doing multiple things, multitasking, for instance. You think you're multitasking, but really it's working against you.
It is.
It's causing you to
Overwhelm yourself.
overwork at that, and you still, and then we go back to the first question, like, when you don't get shit done, what that makes you feel like. That's what's going to make you feel like, man, listen, every day I'm posting about High Heels and Tees podcast, I'm doing the shoe, I'm doing this, I'm doing it. But ain't nothing popping. You know what I'm saying? You got to sit still. Let me focus over here. When this is done,
it's definitely hard to focus on too many things at one time.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm like, I don't really know, and I'm overwhelmed, but I don't know. I'm in school right now.
Okay. What you majoring in?
I'm about to be a certified teacher.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm interning right now, and I have my 4 kids who have, they're in sports, they have work and all that. My rental stuff, I'm always booked for the 360 on the weekends, always delivering tables and chairs. Then I have Kyra's Closet. I'm never there, but I post. I have to post at a certain time. I have my workers there, but I'm doing majority of the work behind the scenes. You know, then I have to schedule days where I'm doing the shoots and stuff like that. So I'm all over the place. And right now, I feel like the warehouse, that's my rental company, is up here. I feel like the teaching is right here, and Kyra's Closet is right here right now. So I don't know what to do. It's kind of like I'm all over the place right now.
So do you have an assistant?
I do not.
Have you looked into just at least a virtual assistant?
I don't even know where to start, where to go.
Google virtual assistant.
Okay.
And you will see first off what it means to have one. Like those little small tasks that we're talking about specifically with social media, because that's really one of the, that takes up it's easy to do, but it takes up a lot of time, right?
Yeah.
You can have a virtual assistant that's dedicated to your posting. You can have a virtual assistant that's dedicated to the comments and stuff, because it's really big for us to be engaging. You can have a virtual assistant dedicated to, like, for instance, let's say email marketing, those administrative tasks that really takes up a lot of our time. And then as entrepreneurs, it will allow us to really focus on just being creative and not the administrator, not the marketer,
doing all 5 roles.
So we can
all the hats.
We're gonna always have all those roles, but from more of a high level. Now we can have a lens, like from an overview, but we're so much into it from day to day that we like, you know what I mean? Like if I can just get this done, then I have more time to have this overview. But it's always something to do. A virtual assistant, a VR. I mean, I think they call it VA. I think it's
VR. Look online.
Look up for one, and then it's cheaper. I'm getting one. Okay. I've been knowing about it since like last year, and this year I did pretty good without it. But next year I know for a fact it's small things that I do that if I could have it automated or someone else doing it, it would leverage me tremendously. You know what I'm saying? And then, like you're saying, I feel overwhelmed and all these things. So if Kyra Closet is at the bottom, and not from necessarily a priority, it's about which demands the most attention. They all have priority, but this demands so much more attention. It puts this one down here. A virtual assistant is not someone that you need to have following around. You can have a meeting with them, let's say once a month, once every 2 weeks. Hey, this is what I want to work on. You know what I'm saying?
As long as they on the same page.
As long as they on the same page. And I've never heard any like bad feedback or anything like that from anyone that I know actually have one. So it's a good thing to look into.
Thank you.
You're welcome, girl. Free, you know, I'm gonna help everybody. Make sure everybody
need it.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure everybody get them habits together, and we all good.
We need
okay. So this is my last question to you. Top 3 habits you must need as an entrepreneur.
I'm gonna let you go first. You sound like you was ready.
I was ready for you to talk.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kick it off because I got notes. They got their notes, and I got notes. And I'm gonna tell you something that I know they gonna say. So, number 1, okay, get into the habit of seeing a mentor or a coach. Get into the habit. That's a good habit to have as an entrepreneur.
I need one though.
Yes.
And not one as busy as me. I need one.
So something that her and I both did this year, I hit her up. I was like, listen, one of my goals this year is to really just start surrounding myself around people that I'm really inspired by. And it's nothing against local anything, but I don't want to just go to local events. I want to fly out of town.
Baby, I've been seeing you because you've been on my page, my For You on TikTok. I've been watching.
Yes.
And follow me back, ma'am.
Yes,
I hope I ain't messing up your algorithm.
She ain't. I'm going to follow her back. I just go and post and go or whatever. But I'm following her back. I'm telling you. So, getting yourself at least into these rooms. So like you said, some people be too busy, but maybe it's just who you can access. Go to these other cities and these different networking event, women empowerment event, all these stuff that's going on, and go to that and start like, kind of like getting out a little bit more, like so you can find people that you really like, attract, and see how they can coach you. Sometimes coaching is not like being able to have that like straight access. Sometimes coaching is you paying that ticket and that investment to get around these people and get into coaching.
Who is your mentor right now?
Crystal Lee.
Okay, you don't have one yet.
I do that.
Go to different places.
I kind of pay attention to who's who, and you put something together, I'm coming to you, and I'll sit there. Whatever the cost is an investment. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna pay it. I'm gonna listen to what you're saying. I got a notepad and a pen. And I go back to my drawing board, my whiteboard, and boom. And I keep up with everything all year. I do this all year. I don't do it just like once a year. So find a way to get invested in coaching or a mentor. Right? We always say mentors, and I wish I knew a mentor, but I don't know no mentors. I don't know mentors. Okay, my second one. Y'all ready? I think I probably didn't do that. Now my second one is...
She changed her mind.
Yeah, my second one. My second one is... prioritize your well-being.
Okay.
Right? Like, okay, I got here. Your well-being gives you the energy and the stamina to be successful in your business and to create a life you love. Right?
Yeah. Okay. That sounds so sweet.
Okay. You only got two?
Yeah.
I thought you had three.
I did, but
okay.
I'm going to leave it open.
I think
we can do two.
Okay.
We can do two.
That makes it even better.
Yeah, we're going to make it do two.
The first one I would say be open-minded.
Yes.
Be open-minded to everything. Be open-minded to new things, to old things, to things that you know that you need to change about yourself. Just, be willing to learn. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we get so caught up in what we think we know that we close our minds from what we need to know. Because one thing about higher power and God, he brings stuff to you. And he'll send you messages through different people. He'll send you things that you didn't know was really for you until you actually take the time out to really look into it and to really take it in. So when you're open-minded, you're more willing to take those things in. And my favorite one, what I'm going to always say, because this year, Crystal has definitely put this in my head, making everything intentional. Yep. It's very important to make everything intentional because when you make things intentional, those things help to move you forward. You know, everything that you do is a part of the next move. Yep. So I know that if I post these things intentionally, I know that this is going to help me move to this next level where I need to be. And I know that if I do, for example, what you say, take advantage of all those opportunities because they're out there. They're out there and building a platform, seeing all of these self-made millionaires create themselves, especially us women. It's a lot of us women that have basically created this dynamic for ourselves. And we've, just going to the events that we went to last year and watching and hearing those women speak about SOAR event. We went to SOAR event in April of last year.
Nope, it was this year.
It was this year. Last year's for the be over. But SOAR stood for Seek Opportunity and Rise. And what it was is it was a dope event filled with a lot of dope women that they actually every opportunity that they had, and they rose. They were able to build themselves. They were able, you know, it was Toya, you know, Lil Wayne's ex-wife, Milano. She's, you know, after the event, I started following her, and I just see so many different things that she's doing. She has her hand in so
she grew a lot
many
this year.
different
She grew a lot this year.
Or even the lady who actually did the event within
Crystal
itself,
Harris?
Crystal Bailey.
Bailey?
Crystal Bailey.
Oh, okay.
She has her hands in so many different things. Like, I follow her, and I'm just like, this lady is doing so much stuff. And just being in that room, my mind is a wanderer. Like, I'm sitting in the event the whole time, and I know Crystal probably, she over there, she's writing stuff down.
No, I'm surprised you even remember what it meant. I just
she learned something.
Yeah,
I ain't learned
she writing it down the whole time I'm in the event.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all the tables, and I'm looking at how much money we spent for these tickets, and how many people were in this room, and how many, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is such.
But that was a 6-figure event.
It was definitely a 6-figure event, but just that idea, because of the fact of me, you know, liking to host events and liking to do the stuff that I'm doing, just to see the opportunities that are available. Just for if somebody, you know, that having that open mind of having the idea that, hey, one day I can possibly do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And not putting a limit on yourself.
Be
But
intentional.
that part right there. You go. That part.
All right, so we're going to go easy on you because we're going to wrap this episode up. Give us one.
Okay.
What?
You just made me forget when you said that. How you said it? I had it in my head.
I was like, see, I know you probably like, okay,
one is take that investment. No matter what, we can always learn from somebody else. We can benefit from somebody else. Like, we always afraid to take that next step, but sometimes that investment gets you somewhere else where you need to be. It takes you higher. Be positive. Willing to learn. And I forgot my other one.
Positive, willing to learn.
Yeah, because it was somebody that I was gonna take her class. I forgot what came up. School came up. I was going to go to irregular jest class. Okay. And I think her class was like 3,000 to 5,000, but I didn't care because I saw her work. She didn't come from the bottom up to the top.
Yep. So, you got to be willing to make them investments for sure, because you never know when you get in those rooms what you're gonna learn, and that could be that help you get that one play.
Yeah,
yes,
it's true.
Well, thank y'all so much for sharing.
Thanks, Kyra.
All these positive habits.
Thank you for having me.
No problem, girl. So right quick, tell our audience where they can find you again. I know you plugged yourself at the beginning, but that was like 27 minutes ago. Let's plug you again before we end this episode. I'm
Kyra's Closet over at 6400 West Main, Belleville, Illinois, or you can follow me on IG at Kyra's KYRAS _ closet with a K. And yeah, that's me.
What about the warehouse in the 360?
Oh, the warehouse. If you need 360, I'm the warehouse, and that's at THEWEARHAUS.
And I'm about to go follow her on TikTok. Right. Okay, I'm about to follow her back on TikTok. Thank you so much for listening to the High Heels and Tea podcast.